Hello, let me do a brief introduction of myself. My name is Feng. I'm a practitioner of TCM, traditional Chinese medicine. I am an educator in TaiJi, and I am also a teacher of Qi Gong. My TaiJi teacher lineage was from Dr. Professor Guolin, San Francisco, when I was about 16. And then my current teacher is Professor Wang Pei-kun. Wang Pei-kun was the head of martial art department of Shanghai Qi Yuan, Shanghai University of Physical Culture. I've been exposed to many styles of teaching in TaiJi. Chen Xiaowang Laoshi is also my teacher in Chen style. Cheng Qinzhou. There's a variety of people in the martial art world. And I've been training since I was 10 years old in the martial art, both in Wushu and TaiJi and Judo. I hold a 4th degree Judo rank in black belt and 2nd degree in Jiu-Jitsu. I was the first person to introduce Qi Gong class for cancer healing in the United States in a hospital setting. In 2011, I was teaching at Alta Bates Hospital here at campus in Berkeley, introduced by Dr. Amy Mateki, Li Ying Yishi. And that was a program that existed for over 10 years. I want to talk a little bit about the evidence-based research and health benefit of TaiJi and of Qi Gong. Qi Gong can be called Daoying, Jingzuo, a variety of names. And quoting Klein, P.J. Schneider, 2017 research and meta-analysis, that the regular practice of Qigong exercise therapy has potentially improved cancer-related quality of life and is indirectly linked to cancer prevention and survival. She also found that there's a limited access to quality Qigong instructor and teaching for the benefit of the patients. TaiJi, as a form of internal Qigong and exercise, has been similarly studied. And extensive bibliography review of the therapeutic TaiJi effect in 2015 by Yang et al. Reviewed over 500 studies. The findings included evidence related to most major clinical areas, include cancer and gastritis, so on. Nearly 95% of the studies reported positive effect in one or more primary health outcome, with no evidence of any adverse serious effects. The healing modality, it goes without saying, in both Qigong and variety of TaiJi practice, are beneficial to spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. There are many forms of Qigong practice. Buddhist Qi Gong, martial arts Qi Gong, Confucianist Qi Gong, medical Qi Gong, Taoist Qi Gong, for example. And we say this is 大同小异. Mostly they are similar in principle. We say that the practice of Qi Gong or TaiJi, you need 3 components. Number 1, your mind. Number 2, your body. Number 3, your breath. At some point, the practice also transcend these avenues or aspects. You need to be able to have a state of mindless, empty, great void, wuji state. Bodiless, transcending the emotional, physical component of your sort of limited experiences of your physical being. And then you also need to be able to go between breath and breathless state. As we know, as we breathe, there's a transitional state. 呼吸之中, there is a space in which there's a transition of breath. So we also be able to understand that aspect of breathing. In practicing any forms of Qigong, Daoying, Jingzuo, TaiJi, yoga, you need to have, number 1, the understanding of your body, Shen. And then you understand Xing, form, using form to regulate, to understand the effect of your mind and the circulation of energy within your body. And then you have Fa, Shen, Xing, Fa. There are many positive effects of the practice. My teacher, Professor Wang Pei-Kun, have always said, it's good for the weak, it's good for the sick, it's good for the elderly, it's good for the infirm, or you may say the person to practice these type of exercise. It requires very little bit of energy, but it has a great deal of benefit if you have a good foundation of understanding of principles that relates to benefit of health. The major practice promotes only 2 things: movement of qi and blood through the body, through the jingluo, through the meridians, to affect the positive functions of organ. Every other benefit, so 特异功能, 体温, any special side effects, beneficial side effects, body temperature, circulation, anti-viral effect, health benefit, comes down to only 2 aspects: the promotion of flow of qi and flow of blood. 最重要的就是气血相通，有气有血就有健康。There are only a couple of important things for health that we pay attention to from any perspective, any cultural perspective. Number 1, what you put into your body, your diet. As a general rule, we say plant-based diet is good for you. Colorful, vegetable, fruit that's helpful. You need protein and you need some starch. Elimination is also important. What comes in, what goes out. You need to be able to have good bowel movements. You need to be able to have good urinary function. You should be able to sweat, to have tears, so on. What you put into your body and how you get it out. That process promotes health. And then second part is movement. You should be able to move, any movement, any change in the body. The movement for TaiJi is gentle, soft, fluid. Anybody can do it at any time. So whether you do yoga, whether you walk, whether you swim, any movement in the body will promote health. We know that people who come out of hospital, the sooner they're able to move around, the faster they heal. Third component is sleep. One has to have non-activity to regenerate yourself. 要有静才有动，能蓄才能发。You must be able to gather before you expend energy. You must be able to rest, to gather energy to function. And lastly is your good attitude. If you have an open heart, you have a pleasant way of dealing with people and environment and situation, it is so much easier for your health, not just yourself, for all people around you. So good attitude is an important aspect. What you put in, what you put out. Movement, sleep, and attitude. Those are the components that brings health. Whether you do TaiJi, whether you do Qi Gong, whether you do yoga, whether you do swimming, whether you play ping pong, badminton, it's all good for you. I thank you so much, especially for Professor Li Shudong to invite me for this event, to be able to share my experience and some of the knowledge that I've learned from so many wonderful, wonderful teachers, to be able to share that with everyone. Thank you.